Alors, bienvenue à cette conférence de presse à l'occasion de l'Assemblée plénière annuelle de la CECC. Je m'appelle Marie-Belle Mayorga, directrice des communications de la CECC. I will say my remarks in English right after. Merci de votre présence parmi nous. La conférence de presse se déroula comme suit. Le nouveau président de la CECC présentera un court récapitulatif de la semaine. Nous débuterons ensuite la période de questions. Pour les journalistes sur notre chaîne YouTube, nous vous invitons à faire votre question et à écrire la question sur le chat. Welcome to our press conference today on the occasion of the CCCB Annual Plenary Meeting. I'm Maribel Mayorga, the Communication Director for the CCCB. Thank you for being with us. The press conference will take place as follows. The CCCB President will present a brief summary of the week. Right after, we will begin the questions period. For journalists on our YouTube channel, please write your question on the chat box. So now, without any further delay, I will invite the new president of the CCCB, Bishop Pierre Coudreau, from the Diocese of Sainte-Anne de la Pocatière, and to give us his introductory remarks. Bishop.
Bonjour à tous, ça fait vraiment plaisir de vous accueillir à cette conférence de presse. Thank you so much for your interest for the activities of the Plenary Assembly of the Canadian Conference of Catholic Bishops. Alors, c'est avec joie que je vais vous donner quelques faits saillants, ce sera bilingue. So, I'm going to give you the highlights of the Plenary Assembly. It's going to be a bilingual press conference. Tout d'abord, la Commission épiscopale pour l'unité chrétienne, qui est présidée par Monseigneur Donald Bowen, archevêque de Regina, a présenté sa stratégie nationale écuménique pour considération auprès des évêques. Et cette stratégie nationale écuménique est vraiment le fruit d'environ 2 années de travail suite à un examen préalable de la conférence épiscopale à propos de ces dialogues écuméniques qu'elle parraine. Alors, lors de la plénière, les évêques ont été invités à partager leurs commentaires avant la version finale de ce document. Et par la suite, ce document a été approuvé pour sa mise en œuvre. Alors, la Conférence épiscopale des évêques catholiques du Canada est profondément engagée dans plusieurs dialogues écuméniques et cette stratégie nationale arrive à point et permettra de renforcer nos efforts de dialogue, mais aussi de les redynamiser. C'est bon de savoir que nous sommes engagés dans 11 dialogues bilatéraux, alors que ce soit catholique anglican, catholique Église unie, etc. Et aussi, nous sommes engagés dans un dialogue multilatéral au sein du Conseil canadien des Églises, qui représente en soi un regroupement de 26 églises chrétiennes. Pastoral reflection on the 1700th anniversary of the Council of Nicaea. In 2025, the Church commemorates the first ecumenical council held in 325. This milestone invites Christians of all traditions, Catholic, Orthodox, Protestant, to reflect on the council's enduring legacy, to reaffirm the unity of faith articulated by the Council Fathers, to recommit fostering Christian unity today, and to deepen the heritage of the Creed of Nicaea Constantinople that we are invited to rediscover on Sunday Mass. The Permanent Council has invited Father Grigory Rinke, a Byzantine Catholic monk from the Ukrainian Eparchy of Saskatoon, to offer this pastoral reflection on the significance of this historic anniversary. Le comité permanent pour le ministère responsable de la protection des personnes mineures et des personnes vulnérables. Alors, le comité a dirigé une discussion avec les évêques sur le plan à propos d'un plan d'action proposé pour continuer à mettre en œuvre des recommandations du document intitulé « Protection des personnes mineures contre les abus sexuels ». Et ce plan d'action est toujours en élaboration à la suite des discussions afin de mettre en œuvre durant l'année 2025-2026 différentes actions concrètes. Synod on synodality. Bishop Alain Faubert updated the bishops on the newly established ad hoc committee on the implementation of the Synod on Synodality and outlined how the Canadian Conference of Catholic Bishops can help bishops at the local level during the implementation phase. This session included a presentation recapping the Synodal Assembly last October, the final document released by the Synod and later approved by Pope Francis, the document on implementation phase and its pathways published by the General Secretary on the Synod, as well as the committee's mandate and membership. This was followed by workshops and plenary session for bishops to share reactions and expectations. Intelligence artificielle. Alors, c'est bon de savoir qu'en janvier 2025, le dicastère pour la doctrine de la foi au Vatican et le dicastère pour la culture et l'éducation ont publié Antiqua et Nova, qui est un document sur l'intelligence artificielle et l'intelligence humaine. En juin dernier, le pape Léon XIV a souligné le rôle de l'Église dans l'éthique qui est liée à cette technologie. Nous sommes invités, bien sûr, à demeurer à l'affût de ce que le pape Léon continuera à développer comme réflexion à ce sujet. Et pour soutenir les évêques du Canada, le Conseil permanent a invité le père Philip Larry, qui est philosophe et expert en éthique numérique de Boston, à donner une conférence principale cette année sur le sujet. Sa présentation a vraiment rappelé que l'intelligence artificielle, bien sûr, est là pour rester et continuer à évoluer. Il a insisté aussi sur la nécessité d'apprendre à mieux connaître l'intelligence artificielle, de faire des choix éclairés et de l'utiliser correctement pour favoriser le bien-être humain. Indigenous issues. So more than $21 million has been collected for the Indigenous Reconciliation Fund. We're getting close to our goal of $30 million, so we're quite happy about this. And up to now, there have been 300 projects so far realized and inspired by elders and survivors of Indigenous residential schools from various parts of Canada. And we, as bishops, recognize the painful history of residential schools. And as bishops, we continue locally in our own diocese our commitment to walk with the Indigenous peoples on the path of reconciliation. It's nice to know also that a statement will be made next Tuesday by the Permanent Council for the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation 2025 during the Jubilee Year of Hope. Enfin, quelques questions liées aussi au thème de la migration et de la mobilité humaine. Alors, les évêques, bien sûr, portent cette préoccupation en lien avec la migration parfois croissante au pays. Dans chacun de nos diocèses, nous voyons, bien sûr, plusieurs nouveaux arrivants, que ce soit des travailleurs saisonniers, des migrants qui viennent s'installer au pays de manière plus permanente, ou parfois même des réfugiés. Alors, comment aider nos communautés chrétiennes à bien accueillir ces nouveaux arrivants des différents pays, comme aussi nous souhaitons continuer à accompagner ces communautés à bien accueillir aussi des prêtres venus d'ailleurs. Voilà donc les faits saillants de cette Assemblée plénière 2025. Merci.
Merci beaucoup, Monseigneur Goudreau. Alors, nous allons débuter la période de questions. On vous demande, s'il vous plaît, d'adresser vos questions en mentionnant le nom de la personne pour justement dans le chat box, de l'écrire dans le chat box, s'il vous plaît. Nous, à partir de là, on va vous lire et Monseigneur Goudreau va vous répondre. So please, we're going to now open the floor to questions. We ask you to please identify yourself. write the question on the chat box that you see here on the live YouTube, and we will read them, and Bishop Boudreau will answer them. So we will have one question from BC Catholic, from Nicholas Albert. So the first question here. In Quebec, we've seen moves to ban prayer in public and across Canada. There are efforts to remove funding from Catholic education. Do the bishops see a need to engage more strongly with the culture at large so Catholics feel their voices are represented?
It's very important to know that the bishops are not against laicity, especially the bishops in Quebec. We think we take into account that new fact in the society, and perhaps all the faith communities are formed by citizens, and they have a place in our society. And then it's nice, it's important to know also that, yes, maybe the state is laïc, but the society itself is pluralist. And so that's the reason why I think even though there's a context of laicity, as believers, we have also the right to say things, to bring a contribution for the common good, for reflection. And so that's the reason why I think even the bishops wants to collaborate also to that situation.
Thank you, bishops. Are there other questions? So we have Quinton Amundsen from Catholic Register. Many Catholics are deeply concerned about the push to expand medical assistance in dying into hospital, including Catholic healthcare facilities. How do the bishops see their role in supporting Catholic institutions that want to remain faithful to their mission while under increasing government pressure?
I would say that the Catholics are concerned and the Catholic bishops as well. And so that's the reason why we made statement about that situation. And also in our own diocese, we're trying very strongly to give formation about palliative care, because for us, I think it's the alternative to help people to see some other options instead of just to see MAID. There's also palliative care that offers, I would say, great moment, even at the last stage of a life. And so that's mainly, I would say, the concrete action that we're doing.
Thank you, Bishop. Are there other questions? Yes, we have another one. So with the federal government considering restriction on charitable status for pro-life and faith-based charities, as well as new hate crimes legislation, Catholics are concerned about their freedom to speak and act in public life in Canada. Do you see opportunities for closer collaboration with other Christian or faith communities in facing these challenges?
Yes, and I think we're also sharing with our Christian partners those challenges. And to us, it's important as Catholic bishops to reflect with other Christian churches on that topic and to see concretely what actions we can do. We made some statements again on that situation, and we want to continue to take that very seriously. And yes.
Thank you. Another one from Catholic Register. How do you envision the Canadian Catholic Church leading on the AI ethics debate?
Yeah. Well, I think it's very important to recognize that AI is now present in our society. I would say that there's some shadows, but also some lights. There's a great potential with AI when we think of maybe healthcare. Yes, but at the same time, there's some concerns, and what we want to take very seriously is the human intelligence. And AI will never take the place of human relationships. So I think I think we have to be able to discern well how to use AI.
Thank you, Bishop. Any last questions here? Another one from BC Catholic. The CCCB has already issued guidelines on protecting minors from sexual abuse. Will the new action plan include concrete measures like publishing national data on abuse allegation, as some dioceses have begun to do? Are there efforts to bring what the Catholic Church has learned to public school and other churches' faith?
Well, during my presentation, I talked about our orientations entitled Protecting Minors from Sexual Abuse. That was published in 2018. And it's nice to know that since that time, bishops have done many things, to help and in terms of protocol, in terms of formation. But after a while, it's always important to update, the documents, the protocol, the policies. And so that's why we came back to that, because we're taking that very seriously. It's tolerance zero. And that's why we are trying this year to go further with those pastoral orientations for protecting minors and vulnerable persons.
Thank you, Bishop. So if there's, one last question, Quentin. Thank you. There's a lot of grassroots enthusiasm about young people being curious about their Christian faith. How does the church plan on meeting this moment of possible revival?
Yes, when we just think, for example, of the Jubilee of the Youth in Rome, I was also at the World Youth Day in Portugal 2 years ago. And I think in the different dioceses, Canadian dioceses, we see more and more young adults asking for baptism, for confirmation. And it's kind of an open door sometimes to reflect with the youth, to journey with them. And I think that hearts are open, and we're very happy about that.
Thank you. So, je tiens à remercier votre participation, ceux ici présents, ainsi que la participation de Monseigneur Goudreau, le nouveau président de la CECC. I would like to express my sincere thanks to Bishop Goudreau, the new president of the CCCB, as well as all of you who participated. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you all.